Hello, everybody. Welcome to the course on technical analysis tools for stock traders as well as option traders. My name is Hari Swaminathan. I am the founder of OptionTiger.com, a Washington, D.C. area based stock and options trading and mentoring company. I've been a trader for about 9 years now, and most of what you see in all of these courses is tricks and tactics and techniques that I've learned over these past 9 years. I have a bachelor's degree in engineering from India, and I have an MBA from Columbia Business School in New York City. So let's look at all the different things that we're going to learn in this particular course, the technical analysis tools for stock and options traders. Now, there are going to be about 10 technical analysis tools that are included in this free suite. And what I want to do in this intro video is to just give you an overview of technical analysis itself and the tools that are out there. Technical analysis has become very extensive with hundreds of indicators today. And the reason it's become extensive is that millions of traders around the world are using some kind of technical analysis tools. And so the more the people start using technical analysis and start making trading decisions based on chart patterns, then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and more traders are looking at the same charts and they also jump in at particular points. And so it's important to understand that technical analysis at its very basic level is an understanding of how crowd behavior works. And this is very critical. Technical analysis is nothing but crowd behavior analysis, because when more people look at something that's happening on the charts, they tend to jump in and they tend to validate the view of the crowd, and therefore more and more people start to jump in. Now, there are about 4 different kinds of indicators. You have technical indicators that are based on price, you have it based on volume, you have it based on momentum, and you have it based on sentiment. Now, the very important thing to understand, and many traders don't realize this, is that technical analysis itself will work only 60% to 70% of the time. So you cannot treat this as gospel. So what we mean is, when companies have some kind of news events, earnings reports, lawsuits, or some other news, then technical analysis will break down, because then people are going to be trading on sentiment and momentum. And so your standard technical analysis tools of support or resistance or moving average information, all of that tend to break down. However, this kind of events don't come up all the time. So you can see, we know that we have 4 earnings reports every year. But other than that, everything else, it just tends to happen every now and then. And therefore, for 60 to 70% of the time, traders don't have anything else to go by. And so they look at technical analysis. So technical analysis will work, but you have to understand its limitations, and that is, it's going to work only 60 to 70% of the time, and it's important for you to recognize when it's those times and when it's not. Clearly, when a company is about to report earnings, all technical analysis will break down, because everybody is waiting to see how this company has performed in the previous quarter. And so that's going to move the stock beyond anything that any technical analysis tool will say or dictate. And therefore, it's important to understand that. But if you can avoid those 30 to 40% of the time, then technical analysis will provide a high probability signal for about 60% of the time, maybe 70%, but at least 60%. And so you're going to get a pretty high probability trade entry or a trade exit if you can understand the technical patterns and the chart analysis behind the stock's movement. And of course, technical analysis, it's a skill that you learn over time. So you have to practice chart reading skills over time, but it's not rocket science and anybody can do it. And in fact, if you have a very good technical analysis mindset, you're going to do well in the market. So having said that, let's jump into the free course. There are about 10 indicators that we're going to cover. Not all indicators might be your favorite. It's really important for you to pick and choose which ones you want to use. And most importantly, there are some indicators that you should use at some specific times. And so a lot of this is covered in the course and in these videos. And we're also going to do a practical demonstration of how these technical analysis tools works in the market. And so you're going to see a lot of examples in these videos. So without any further ado, let's jump into the course. Thank you.